Okay guys, welcome to another Zenler has got you covered. So today we're carrying on with our membership series and we're going to have a look at the one-page membership. Now this can be really simple, and what it means is that you're not really worrying too much about adding curriculum content. It's more of a way of showing people or giving people access to some content that is on a page. That may be a weekly video that you're updating. Think of it like almost like a blog kind of thing, where you're updating things and adding things, and this can be quite effective for a small membership. What the advantage of this is that you've got complete control over the design and look and feel, because it's all in one page. And it means that you can add extra little things in there. So if you're running a live, you could add a little block in there that's connecting with the direct invite link to something like a one-to-one booking. You know, you can keep it all within one page. So this is opening your mind to a different way of thinking. Now, not only that, as a bonus part to this, I'll be showing you how you can tap into the curriculum as well. So even though initially we've got it all turned off, if later on we decide to run a survey, a quiz, an assignment, we can tap into the curriculum part and give them access to jump in there and be able to fill out or see those things that you've got in the curriculum. So it can work in tandem with the course player, but it can also work as a standalone page that's very simple for you to update. So if you're running this kind of thing, I know some people use it for audio podcasting, these kind of things like podcasts on there, like audio tracks, where they embed code. They might take stuff across from YouTube and embed the YouTube video in there for, like, look at this video, it's really good, and blah blah, and it could help you with. And then you can also put cross links in there to your blog or even to another site or wherever you like. It's basically keeping people informed. You can tie them into a community as well, where you can discuss what's on that page for this week or this month, you know, depending on how you run it. So it's another way of opening up. We've already covered courses, which is just opening a course access page, running it as a membership site and tapping into all the elements of the curriculum. We've already looked at a tiered membership site, where again we're using the curriculum, but we're breaking it out into different pricing plans to give people access to different parts of the curriculum. That's in essence what it is. So this is taking it a stage further with how we can think about using the course access page to work as a membership page for you. So I can see already we've got Anna in, we got Francis in. Hi Francis, hi Anna, really good to see you. And we got Natasha in as well. Hi Natasha. Like guys, if you've not seen any of if you're interested in memberships, that's probably why you're here. Check out the last two that we did, which is courses, and you can scrub through all my rumble at the beginning and at the end. You can just scroll through to the video. Scroll through to the video because it's all recorded. I'm about to turn it on, and you'll see there in the tiers and the courses, you'll see that it's about between 8 and 15 minutes long each one, so you can get up to speed really quickly on the different types of membership that you could create inside Zenler really quickly, guys. So if you haven't seen those, please see those videos. Anna's been in there. Francis attended first one and looked at the tiers this morning. Brilliant. Okay, so you're already on it. Maybe Natasha you haven't. So they're in there. You can just go into our events, look at past events, and you can just click the one you're interested in. So if it's purely membership. If you want to know more about lots of the other features like drips, funnels, all this kind of thing, we've been running this all through August because it is Zenler has got you covered month, and we are running a series of videos on key parts of the Zenler system, but with a difference. We're running them really quickly, so we're condensing the data, and we're just saying it does this, does this, does this, does this, and then we're showing you examples. So we're not doing complete builds like we would in a workshop. All right, so I'll quickly show you what we're doing today before I break into the video, guys. So I hope you're all well, and let's have a look. So this is what a one-page membership looks like. I am in a course now, right? I've pretend I've signed up and I'm paying a monthly money. I'm in a course. So this is what I've got. I've got lots of buttons going to dietary sheets for downloading PDFs. Again, I've got download for power food schedule, people scheduling food, motivation, get motivated, our community, book into a live session here. You see, all from one page. This is just all on the course access page of the course. So this is different to what you've done before. Probably you probably got the block at the top, the curriculum in there, and then you're like, that's it, I'm leaving it as that. But this is a new way of looking at it. So I hope you guys are super excited, because it's quite a nice one. I think you'll like this one. And like I've said all the way through, you can pick out the best bits from all of these membership videos and you can make them work for what you want it to work with. So I've got Sophia in. Hi Sophia. And so this that you are streaming to Facebook group, like, I'm not talking about how I'm doing it at the moment, we're just talking about memberships, Sophia. I can get onto that later, or I can answer it later, but it's purely about memberships now, not what I'm doing technically. Okay, so watch the recording and I really hope you guys like it. I like this one. I think it's really sweet and I think it could work for a lot of people and it could ease a lot of problems. Again, you can use automations with all this stuff as well. So guys, enjoy. Welcome to another Zenler's Got You Covered. So today what I want to look at is the one-page membership. So it's pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to look at just using one page for your course. So when someone purchases the course, the membership subscription plan, they then get access to information on the course access page, and you basically bypass the curriculum page. So it's easier for me to show you, but it just means it's just another twist on how you might want to handle it. And certainly with smaller memberships, like the one we're going to look at in a minute, this could be an option for you. Now I'm going to show you the one-page membership and how you can then use the page builder and add elements of that. But do remember that by doing this and not using the curriculum, then you won't have the functions of things like assignments or quizzes or surveys, but you can as well, and that's what we're going to look at in a second part. Okay, so I'm going to flick up to the screen here and you're going to look at these courses that I've got in here that we've been building as part of the membership. So this is the one that we're looking at here, and we're gonna call it a dietary membership. Okay, so it's already been put together, but there's a few things I've left in there so I can add and take away, but it's basically styled using page builder. Everything you see is using that. Okay, so if we just jump into it, what you're going to see here is we have our lovely course card, and I'm going to preview this. I'm going to preview the sales page first of all. So we're going to go into the sales page. So here we go, we got this Get Healthy Dietary Guide. So it's supporting you to become fitter. Our specialized support system will motivate you and give you all the tools you need for a better lifestyle choice. So this particular membership is all about motivating people to stick with a diet, to give them a plan to follow and a community to be part of that helps them lose weight quicker. Okay, so it doesn't need, in a lot of respects, these kind of dietary sites that you see are successful because of the motivation and the guides that you sent with it. So that's what we're basing it on. This is what I've decided to base this one on. So if you click this button, it's going to be linked straight to the checkout page. Okay, so actually that's not to the checkout page, that's the checkout page of the gym, so I need to change that page over. So it's quite good that I've got this. I'm in pages here. All I'm going to do is take the checkout URL and put it into that button, because that page that you saw here was just generated. I just removed all the content that was there, set a block up, put a button in there, and I'm going to link that button to the checkout page, which I should have done before. So 2 seconds whilst the page loads, and I will just jump into the button and put that link in there that I just copied, and then it will link up. So you saw that there, how that course, that sales page linked to another course because I left that link in there. So I need to go into the button, I need to go into here, I need to select all, delete it out, and put the correct button in there and click save. And when I do that and refresh this page, now it will go to the correct part. So we hit this, it will go to the checkout page of this part, as you can see there. $5 a month, very cheap, but there's not a lot to maintain with this. It's all about numbers with these kind of things. So let's go in now and have a look at these pages. So you've just seen the checkout page. Here's a thank you page. I'm going to show you that. Again, it's just a block. It says you're registered. Jump in now. Click the email we sent you, and the email that went out takes them to the course access page, which is here. So the course access page in this case is the membership, and it's a way of using a page to be able to use the page builder and make it look all fancy. A lot of people don't like the course curriculum, the way that you can't move blocks around and these kind of things. So this is a way of you still being able to do that. So let's just have a look at that page, and I've left a block in there I'm going to remove. So this is now the membership. So your members come into this area and they see, oh, okay, so you've got a video over there. You've got downloads to dietary sheets, you've got power food sheets, so powerful to schedule that they work to, you've got motivational help that goes to a community, could be a Facebook, could be the community inside Zenler. And I left this block down the bottom, but if you're just doing it as a one page membership, you should be removing that block. So I'm going to come in here now and I'm going to remove that block. And then I'm going to move on to a slightly different thing where I'm going to show you how you could set a live session up within here, which you'll notice we've already got in here. So let's just go down here, and where we've got this block, this is what I would do with a one-page membership. Now I've removed that block. This is a one-page membership. The only content they're getting is on this page itself, and you can add as much as you like. Some people do things like media, audio, podcasts, these kind of things, and then you would just, with this membership, you would just keep it updated. So you'd update things all the time. You tell people in the community, I've updated this, put a new section in, there's a new video for you to watch, and you just maintain it from the same page. It just becomes a one-page membership. But what if you're doing things like lives and stuff like that, and you've added them into a live class into here? So if we go into the curriculum now, you're going to see that I have this live session, this dietary special session that I've got set up. So it would be good if people could book that and you could add that to a block. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you how to add a button and link it to this part of the menu. All right, so inside here now, what I do is I first throw in the curriculum block, because that gives me my link. You're going to see in a second what I'm about to do. So I'm going to drag it in there, okay? And I'm going to add this last block. Okay, I'm going to just hover over this, right hand click and move this content left. I'm going to call this live session. We've already set it up and added it as a live class, okay? And then in here, I'm going to change this. So you can change the image on the right if you want to. I'm going to change this to a different color. Live session, I'm going to indicate it with a red. Okay. And I'm going to go in here and change this over. Let's go in here. Live gym. Let's have a look on Pixabay. Let's just put something like that in there. Okay, that'll drop in now. There it is. And this button is going to link to the live. So I'm just going to change the text for this and just call it, let's call it weekly live session. Okay. Let's now save this. Right, I've put this curriculum block in that already has the live in there. Remember, it's already got the live in there. there, yeah, in the curriculum. Okay, important to remember. Okay, so I'm now previewing this. I'm going to refresh preview. It's going to have that block in down here. Okay, all I'm going to do is hover over this block. I'm going to right hand click and I'm going to go copy link address. Okay, I'm going to jump back in here, and now I've copied that link address. I'm going to click that little button, and inside here I'm going to paste that button. I'm also going to say open tab in new tab, open in new tab, because I don't want to lose them from this page. Now I'm going to click save. Now I've taken the link from the block that I dropped in, and I only dropped that block in there to get the link, so I now can remove it. Let's click remove, let's click save, let's jump to our membership, and we should be able to link to that live. So let's refresh the page. This block will disappear, and I'll have this new block down the bottom, and watch what happens when I click this. It'll open as a new tab, and it will go straight into the course curriculum here, and they can click to book their spot, and they haven't lost the main page. So that's a way that you could add it. You could still use curriculum elements. In fact, you could create another block, and you could even create a survey or a quiz or an assignment, and you can use that same link method to put that link on the button, keeping that one page membership, but jumping out to take other resources that you can put in from the curriculum. Guys, this is one page membership. You can see this could be quite good for you, quite effective for you. It still allows you to tap into the course curriculum features such as ebooks, assignments, quizzes, surveys, and you can start to build that one page membership for your members. Also, the great thing about one page membership is it's a little bit easier to maintain. It's all in one place. You can change it and refresh it. You could even link to a blog. So if you've got the blog turned off for logged in users, you could link to a blog article as well. So you could jump people around. Now, always take into account that this one page that you're looking at is the master page. Okay, this is the master page. So whenever you've got any outside links going anywhere else, just make sure you're opening the page as a new tab, so people can always come back to this page. So you click there, it's going to open as a new tab. They do what they need to do, they close that tab down, and they're back on your page. Okay, bear that in mind. But it's a really good way to sell courses on demand, and to also have a little membership running as well for side topics. Okay, one page membership, and that's how you do it in Zenler. So I'm sure you agree Zenler's got you covered on one page memberships. Hi guys, so there we go. That is your one page membership. Now there's a few questions coming, so I'm going to answer them, and if you think of any other questions whilst I'm answering those, drop them in the chat. So as usual, okay, we've had people asking how I'm doing all this stuff and showing recorded videos. I showed you yesterday, I put a link, and I dropped another link in there how I use it. It's using OBS. The first course that you've got there is a basic OBS, so we don't go into how I put recorded content in because it's too technical and I can't explain it here. Okay, we're going to do a more advanced OBS course where I'm going to be showing a lot more things, also about how to produce social posts straight out of OBS. There's 1,001 things that we can do with it, but I've put the link in there. That's the place to start, because I'm not going to be covering any of that in the advanced one. I'm going to, well, it's not even advanced, it's intermediate, it's a second step up, but you're going to need to have taken this one, otherwise you'll be completely lost. So if you guys are interested in that, we'll be coming out probably maybe the end of next month or the beginning of the month after, in October, beginning of October. So that will be coming out, and I'll be emailing all the people that were in the first one, and I will be sending an email out to everybody as well for you guys to join in. We had a lot of people finishing it. Anna's in here today. She actually finished it and managed to do something in OBS at the end of it, and we're just extending that. So it's people that already done it, already understand it, and are up to that point that want to learn more about how we do things like recorded content into there, and how we do a ton of other things inside inside OBS, how we get it into Zoom, how we multi-stream to YouTube and Facebook, which is actually shown in the first one. So it's definitely take that. Right, back on track. Okay, so we had lots of not that many questions really. So right, Anna. So Anna's already using the one page membership approach to her VIP clients. So interesting. Anna, if you want to put, has this helped you? Has it given you ideas? That would be really good if you put that in there. If anything you're stuck with that you think, you know what, I'd like to be able to do that, and I can't think of a way of doing it, put it in the chat, put it in the thread. Then I can add videos. See, if there's things in here, I'll add videos to it. Okay, so Anna, I'm really hoping that's helped you. You've been on a lot of the workshops. I'm sure you've picked stuff up from the various workshops. This is where it really pays off, right? Even if you're not doing a marketing funnel at this time, you probably will in the future. And it's worth attending a 2-hour or 1 to 2 hour workshop to learn and to have it in your head. Even if you don't remember it, you know what it's capable of doing. And that way you can say, actually, I know funnels can do it. I don't know how to do it, but I know they can do it because I've seen it. And then you can just go back into that. You can ask one of the support teams, where's that funnel workshop? And we'll send you the link and you can go and take it, refresh it and use it. So this is what we like. We like people interacting with us, saying, have you got this? Have you done something on this? So, right. So, Christina, good to see you, Christina. She's asking if we've got a landing page for memberships as a template. So this is not a landing page, it's not a sales page, it's the course access page. It's what they go through to. The way it's designed is using page builder, so like everything else. So you asked the question like, how can you do those blocks? And I'm going to quickly show you, really quickly. I'm going to go in. So this is in my course, in the course that you just saw, that 1-page membership, and this is the course access page. This is it in page builder. Okay, so it's just a series of blocks. So if I was to go in, right, I'm going to be really quick with this because, you know, we're trying to do these quick. If I was going, I'd put an empty row into here. It was not really, was it not responding? It's not responding, guys. Hold on 2 seconds. This is the beauty of lives, you see. Love it, absolutely love it. Okay, so that block there. So if I go and put an empty row in here, okay, I've dropped an empty row in. This will be your page. Drop an empty row in. Background image, obviously you can just swap the background image out on the main block. So I can go in here. I'm selecting this row. I'm going to say it's got a border width. Am I in the way here? Let's put me over here. So if it's got a border width, let's just say 8, it's more than what I've got here. I'm going to do a border style of solid. I'm going to give it a border color of red in this case. I know it's a bit too much, but I'm just proving. Background color, I'm just going to put it into white. Okay, so I've done my background color. Now I can just drop in my element. So I can go in and grab something like a heading, like this. Okay, so I drop a heading in there. I can go in now and I can add a H2. I always do it. Sorry guys, I'm really anal about this. All my headings and my subheadings I do in the order they should be in, which is your main heading H1, your subheading H2, and then I drop my text in. Okay, that's just how I do it. That's how you should be doing it. I know a lot of you just get the block text size and increase the font size, but that's actually not good for SEO purposes. Okay, so I always do things the right way in here, and I don't even have to think about it because I've been doing this stuff for so long. So that's my first block set up. I'd color it and change the text. So what about these rows in here? Well, inside this block now, I'm going to grab in here and I'm going to do a simple 2 column. And I'm going to go in here and add an element. I'm going to grab an element now, and I'm just going to go and grab one of my images that I've got in here, such as her. Then to save myself a lot of time, I'm just going to duplicate this block and drop it into here like this. And slowly you can you see how I'm building this up? Because I want to use the same size. You'll tend to see with me I do a lot of cloning because it saves me a lot of trouble on setting stuff. So I go in there. Now this is not top aligning with the image, so I need to check the row where my alignment issues are. I click the gear icon, I go down to vertical alignment because it is a vertical, and I go top and it jumps to the top. Now to put that button in there, I just go to plus, I go to the little button icon, and then I format it how I want. And of course you've got all the settings in there to format it. And now you can see I've created a block there in a few minutes that represents the same as the rest. Now if I want the border, the corners radius, I can go into border corner radius here and I can enter a number for that. I could even enter a massive number like 45 and make it really rounded like that. and that is how you do it. So it really simple, guys, to do this, and you can do it really quickly, and this is in the course access page, so this will give them access to those areas. Hopefully you can follow that. You might need to pause it. I know I go lightning fast, but I'm hoping that that will help you guys out. Okay, so great, I've got some really good stuff coming in here. Beautiful. Thanks guys for being so active on here. It's really good for me. I really love it. So I've got, yes, also curious how you're doing today's live. Yeah, I think I mentioned that, OBS. So Christina, great, so you've got it, yeah, really easy, boom, done. Okay, if you want all that code that you saw in that page, I can give it to you. I can give you the block, because it is in one block. All right, so then you could copy it into your site. Shall I show you, Christina? Shall I show you? Give me a yes in there. If you other guy, if the rest of you want it as well, give me a yes, just to play with, just so that you can just play with it. Yes, yes. Oh right. Oh, Geraldine's in. Hi Geraldine, good to see you. Right, oh brilliant. Okay, right, well I'll quickly show you. Right, okay, here we go. So this is the page. You're going to see that it's in one block. It's in a blue block, yeah? So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to give you this bottom block. It's just basically the same. I've just put a jump back to the dashboard, and that is actually for the one site membership, so it doesn't apply to this. So I've got this block, okay? See in the side here, I'm clicking this little code. Loads of code. You don't need to worry, don't worry. You know, press Control A, I'm copying it. Control A, yeah, Control C to copy. Okay, watch what happens when I do this. Now I can take this information into any page on my site. Let's go to I'm going to make just a site page up once you've copied that code. So I've copied the code. I'm going to create a new page, and let's call it test, and let's go and add blank. Right, so you can even do this if you are on the free plan. All right, this is not safe because I'm sharing the code with you guys. I can't save it because you can't get access to it, so I'm copying the whole code, and then you can dump it into any of your pages. So this is now opened up as a page like this. Hopefully it's going to load. I've got a lot of things running, so my system might be a bit slow today. So all you need to do in any page, course access page, even a funnel, even a normal page, you need to go and do this. You need to go open blocks up, go empty block. This will be the holder for the code. Drag that empty block in here, and you can watch this video again. It's not going anywhere. And then you open up this little tab, and you probably know what I'm going to do now. You select all, hold the Control key, press A, backspace to delete it all out, Control V to paste that code in. Watch the magic as I click save. There you go. I've got the page. So it's block code. So I will put that. I'm not sure how it's going to come across in here. I'm going to put it into the chat. Right. So, copy the code. Tell me if it works. I've never tried this before. Oh no, it can't be longer than 8,000 characters. Guys, you'll have to PM me. PM me, and I can send you. Actually, do you know what? I'll set a doc up. While you're here, I'll set a doc up. You guys. Right, okay, let me just I'm going to set a doc up on my drive and give you direct access to the text. Right, 2 seconds. Let's just put it into a Word doc. Okay. Right, that's good. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm just going to upload it onto a drive, and then I'm going to give you a shareable link. You can grab it Be quick with this, it might get deleted. So if you guys are coming in and you're seeing this post like 2 months later, then it might not be there because it's on the drive and it's just like an instant thing that I've done here, wherever that is. Where are we? Okay. Right, let me share this now. Okay, I'm going to share it with everybody. Tell me you've got it. Okay, it's going in here. Tell me you can grab that. So you want to copy that code that's in there and do that process. Empty block, little tab at the right hand side, delete the content, paste that in there, done. Don't convert it to a Word doc or anything like that. It can mess it up. That's why I use that rich text format. It doesn't mess it up. Okay. So hopefully that'll help you. If you guys want to grab that, make sure you've got that. Let me know that you're okay in there with that. I'm going to have a look at the next message that's coming in. So, hold on 2 seconds. Let's refresh this page. And so did you see that video? That one-page membership video was about 11 minutes long, which is no time. You know, obviously I've designed it and stuff, but it really doesn't take a lot of time. Right, okay, so some good ones coming in here. Where can you find the other lives about memberships? So what you need to do is you need to go into the group. You need to go into our Facebook group, and if I can type properly, that's where you are now. And when it loads, too many tabs. I've got too many tabs open. Right, here we go. So you want to go up to here, events, okay, and you want to look at past events. So you're going to see them down here. We've got all the past events, and it's the last 2 days really. This was on surveys. There's loads of stuff in here you really want to watch. We've got quizzes, surveys, page builder, how to create funnels. There's a lot of stuff, but these are the last 2 membership ones here, and one of them's the course membership, one of them's the tiered membership, and today we're doing the one-page membership. So it's in events, okay, that's where you need to go. All right, what have we got? So Natasha, oh brilliant, you found it helpful, that's superb. Sophia, so we can also get the link directly from the curriculum dashboard using the preview as a student option on the right top corner of the dashboard page. Sorry, I don't understand. I don't understand, but I think you're referring to the code. This is the most efficient way of doing it. Okay, so Anna, it gives users a clean experience. Yeah, that's what I mean. It gives them a really clean page and you can design it how you want. There are limitations because you're working in the confines of one page. But as you saw later on, we tapped into the curriculum part. Now, I've told you right from the beginning that we're working from the simplest type courses and we're getting more complex as we go through. So we started with course, it's the simplest type of membership. Then we've moved on to how we can use tiers to set different pricing structures. Now we've moved on to one-page membership. So what's going to happen now is we're going to start to look at bundled membership. Now bundled membership takes the best of everything, because you can tap into, inside that membership, you can tap into using tiers, you can tap into using multiple course access pages, and the curriculum in those pages, you can add extra modules as courses into a bundle to give your existing members or new members access to that. It's really very flexible. So that's what we're looking at tomorrow, bundled memberships. And I think for you, Anna, this could be really, but don't put anything in place yet, right? Like I was saying at the beginning, watch them all first, because I think for you, Anna, this might be a better way of creating a VIP experience. But I think you might even say, actually, I want to create a site, because the site gives you even more control, even more of a VIP experience, and you'll find out about that in 2 days. We're doing bundles tomorrow, which is the go-to for memberships. How I think of it, unless I'm running something very, very easy and simple, then I use probably a one page and tap into the curriculum. Okay, I don't tend to use tiered pricing at all. I'll be honest, I don't really like it. I think it gets too complicated, and I think if you keep these things very, very simple, it's much easier long term to manage. And if you're thinking about long term, it's important. If you've just got one membership site and it's just a membership site, you're going to want to implement what I show you on the last day of memberships, because site memberships are a real eye-opener on exactly what you can offer to your members, and it can really open the doors for you. And remember, with Pro, hopefully you guys are on the paid accounts, but with Pro you get 3 sites. One of them can be on your on-demand courses where you're selling whatever you like, and the second one can be purely for your members. You could even have a third site for the VIPs. Okay, so you've got 3 sites for the price of one with Zenler's Pro plan, and of course if you use Premium you've got 10 sites, and no other platform does that. I haven't seen any other platform that does that. So right, not talking about, sorry Marianne, I'm not talking about lives. Check out the live that I did a live, again, go to events, check out the Zenler's Got You Covered. I did a whole workshop on lives. Okay, check that out, that'll help you, and then you can just shove them into your course or your membership. So so I love it when I've already done stuff and I can just say go there. It saves me a lot of trouble. So Sophie is saying we could also see recording from inside Zoom by sharing the screen and hit play recorded video way before the OBS next workshop. Oh, you're talking about OBS again. Sorry, Sophia. I'll answer it afterwards. Yeah. So Anna loves it. She's loving the Zenler's Got You Covered. Do you guys like this short format where the video shows you like quickly how to do these things? Are you liking this, or do you? I know some of you prefer the longer workshops where I actually walk you through, but I think these are good for you to pick things up really quickly. Do you agree or not agree with that? Francis, H1, H2, I've learnt my lesson. Yeah, how many times do I say that? I just do. What did someone say once when they said, I said something about H1, H2, what they're used for, and body text, and someone said, oh, I just thought that was a different type of heading. So we'd call it H for a different. Was that you, Francis? It might have been you. No, maybe not. Anna's saying one advantage with the one-page memberships, everybody, user admins, have go to the page. Yeah, it saves us time, and we stopped. You find X, Y, Z to focus on. Yeah, exactly, Anna. Some really good points. So Anna's obviously using this method, so you can aim some questions at her. I'm sure she'd be quite happy to give you a screenshot of what she's doing if you think this is an option for you. But don't do it yet, right? Just wait till we get to the end of the membership series, because like I said at the beginning, I don't want you going off and going, yeah, it's great, I'm going to jump on it and spend the rest of the day working on it, and then find that tomorrow, oh, I should have used that, and then you got to start again. So watch them all. Yeah, Anna, SEO is so important. Yeah, it's so important, and it's not you know, people say, like marketers, right? They'll turn around and say, they'll just throw jargon at you and say, oh, you know, it's hard and marketing's hard and all of these things. And yeah, it can be very time consuming, but it's not hard to do. If you think about it, all SEO is finding words that people are using in search engine and using them in your content. If you're doing that without all these SEMrush tools, without Google Analytics, without Search Console, without any of that keyword planner, without any of that stuff, if you're doing that, and Kevin makes a really good point of just creating genuine copy, because if you're creating genuine copy for your blogs in particular, or your landing pages, sales pages, then you're automatically going to use the words that people are typing in the search engine. It's just naturally going to happen. And he makes a really good point of that. He mentions that in his blog challenge, tutorials.newzenler.com. You can find it in there. And it's so important that you are trying to get that normal language without like keyword stuffing or anything like that, but putting keywords in like multiple times. So if you're working with structure, you've got a heading, you've got a subtitle. So heading always is H1, and it's normally the name, the URL, and it's normally the title. Especially in the blogs, it automatically puts it at H1. You don't have to do anything. So inside the blog article, you never need to use H1, and you never want to use more than one H1 in anything you're doing. So think of it this way: whenever you do a page, it should be focused on one thing. Don't, obviously, like if you've got your home page, you're going to have a lot of things on there, but when it goes through to a page, it's on one thing. Don't confuse people. Clear messaging. They should understand what your page is about, whether it's a course sales page, within 3 seconds. So the title and the subtitle, H1, then H2, are the most important parts of your page. Forget design, forget all of that stuff. It's more important that people come to your page and see and know what it is within 3 seconds. Otherwise, they'll bounce out. And I've had this hundreds of times. Why have I got high bounce rates on my page? And then I look at the page, I don't even have to look how they've put it together. Too much text. I don't know what that's about. I would be out of there. So clear messaging, they can see it, read it, know what it's about in 3 seconds or less, and not too much copy on there. If they're reading a blog post, of course, but if they're landing on a page, you want clear messaging. What is the value of this? What are your students going to get out of it at the end of it? How is this going to make a difference to their life? That's all they want to know about it. They don't want to know about your history. They don't want to know anything about you. They want to know what it's going to help them with. I'm sorry, it's the fact. They don't want to. They might then see your video on your page and go, I want to know more about her, and then they'll look. But they won't do it first. So if you have on your page reams about how you've got PhD and how you've taught all over the world, I swear it will make no difference to anybody. Clear messaging, 3 seconds, straight into it, and then you have got a good chance of getting them to actually convert. So it's the first thing I do is get rid of all the text. If someone's got a bio on a page, it's in the About Us page, it's separated. Dump it out. Make it clear and clean, and then you'll be fine. SEO H1 for the heading, H2, and then the body text. And you can use H3, H4 if you want to. It goes down in importance in SEO. Okay, that's it. So, we're talking about SEO, but it's important because I think this is the same even with membership. We're talking about course access membership. So these pages are not indexed by search engines. So, but your sales pages are. Okay. So, Christina, I know this is off topic, but live, can you very quickly explain OBS? So OBS is a open broadcast software. It's like if you like, you know, when music people they have sound desks, they have lots of dials that they can. That's what it is. You can put different scenes, you can have different sources coming in, you can have different audios coming in. Once it's in OBS, you can then push it out to something like Zoom, or you can push it directly out to a social site. That's what it is. It's like editing inside a piece of software. So you can move, like me for instance, if you look on the screen at the moment, look, I'm moving myself around. You know, I'm doing that because I'm built up in layers inside of OBS. Okay, that's what it is. It allows you to jump from scenes like this. It allows you to put text in, allows you to put audio in there, allows you to screen share, all from the same screen. I'm pressing one button, I'm jumping between different scenes. That's what OBS is about. Have a look online, just Google it. There's tons of things telling you all about it, Christina. So, streaming software for Windows. Yeah, it's more than that, Geraldine. Much, much, much more than that. So, we got it. Anna's got it. Natasha's got it. Got the code, I think. Is it from New Zenler? Christina, it is from New Zenler. I'm streaming into the Facebook group from New Zenler's Zoom. Okay? But I'm pushing OBS into it. Watch the training and it will be clear for you. Thank you. Got it. Page created. Oh, there you go. Oh, so it's working for you. Superb. Look, you got a freebie today as well. The link to the curriculum. Those links are not going to work for you. None of the links that are in those buttons will work for you because they are on another site. You need to hook them up to where you need to hook them up, or delete the block out, or change the text and change the images, because they're not going to be, you know, if you're doing something completely different to that, they're not going to be relevant. Thanks for the link. Remember, inside Zenler you can click it and then you can search in Pixabay when you do the image. Yeah, it's going to be something on that on Zenler's got you covered. Right, thanks. I save it to play it. She's going to do it later. Really am interested in memberships. Well, you're gonna love this, Francis. So you've joined us. Watch those replays. You said you watched the tiered one, so continue. Okay, thank you so much. Brilliant. You're all happy. Are you all happy? Before I end, are you all happy? Christina's so excited about OBS. it's like it's taken, you know, it's always a thing, you know. It's like if I'm doing something and I try and make things exciting in these broadcasts by doing recorded content, gives me a lot of control, because I can use live sites, and then I can in edit I can blur email addresses out, and then I can actually stream that recording straight into a live. And for me, that's really powerful, because then I can actually show you things with a live site. I couldn't do that in front of you now if I have, because of GDPR and privacy. I wouldn't do it anyway, but I wouldn't have actual email addresses there. So this is a way that allows me to be able to do that, and that's why there's always a purpose. It's not just because it's gimmicky to like have this and look cool. There's always a reason behind it, and my reason behind everything that I do is teaching you and showing you in the most clear way possible. And if another tool helps me do that, then that's what I use. And the same thing will be echoed by multiple creators on Zenler that are using different software, not just Zenler, because it works for them. Okay, doesn't mean that Zenler can't do it. It's just they're used to that, or they want a feature that Zenler hasn't got, so they're using something else. And a case example might be Thrivecart for being able to use, purchase multiple courses, which Zenler doesn't do at this time. Okay, because I'm sure we'll cover all of those things at some point. So great, you're all happy. I am so happy, and a really nice one. I love Sundays because people, sometimes there's a lot of people stay around on Sundays and watch these things, so it's brilliant. So Anna's happy, Marianne's happy, excited, Francis is happy, Christina is over the moon with OBS. Nothing to do with memberships. So take that. Geraldine, brilliant to see you again. It's great you turned up. And yeah, excellent. So tomorrow is a really, really big one because it is bundles, and bundles are my go-to for memberships. Now, I never run a complete site membership. I have, but I tend to have on-demand videos and bundles running alongside each other. It's just, for me, more flexible. But the membership site at the end is really, it'll blow your mind with what you can do. There are some things we need to put into place and it tells you about that. It's the longest video, it's half an hour, because it's so big, and I want to make sure that I'm tapping into every little area. Half an hour, it's nothing, is it? And it's a whole site membership. So bundles tomorrow, super excited. Remember, Facebook group, going to events, you can book your going into the event for bundles tomorrow, and then we'll finish off with sites. And on Wednesday I'm going to do a kind of open house. So Zenler's got you covered. Ask your question. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Membership, talking about memberships, and you guys can, I'll give you the link, it will be in there, and you can come in and you can ask questions, and we'll do it as a proper Zoom session. So I share my screen, and you can actually engage and be in there as well. So when you're watching these, write your questions down, write all your questions down, and join me on the Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 3 o'clock. Have a great rest of the weekend, you guys, and I hope to see you all tomorrow, or catch up on the replay. If you do watch the replay, hashtag replay, yeah? See you later, guys.